guys, welcome back to Not Grammy's Kitchen. Today I am going to do a homemade cornbread, and the reason I'm going to do cornbread is because I'm going to try this turkey casserole thing that I seen on Food Network by Trisha Yearwood. So I'm going to give it a try, and the first thing that you really have to have is a pound of cornbread. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then next week I'll show you guys the casserole, and we'll go from there. So let's jump right in.
Things first, this recipe did come off of Pinterest. I'll try to remember to add the link to where I found it so you guys can credit the original author. So anyway, the ultimate cornbread is what she calls it. And the first thing that it calls for is a cup of yellow cornmeal. So we're going to try a cup. I've never made cornbread, and I'm honestly not a fan of cornbread. My husband likes cornbread, so I feel like I make a lot of recipes because I know Corey will eat it. Alright, so there's my yellow cornmeal. Then I need a cup of, it calls for whole milk, but I'm going to go ahead and use buttermilk. Just because I've read a lot about switching up buttermilk for whole milk, or vice versa, I mean, just having a better flavor. So this, she says that you're gonna mix it and then you're gonna let it soak for 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix, and then I'm gonna let it soak for 10 minutes, and then I'll be back. Alright, so it's quick and easy for mixing, so next we are just going to let it soak for 10 minutes. So we're back. It's been 10 minutes. This has soaked. It's definitely thickened while it's soaked. So now it just tells me to add in all the remaining items. So the next thing that it calls for is a cup of flour. Then it calls for 2/3 cup of sugar. Then it calls for a half teaspoon of salt. So there's our half teaspoon. Then we need 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and I have soda, so I gotta switch that out. Alright, so now we have baking powder. That was my bad. And it calls for 2 teaspoons. Yes, 2 teaspoons. So we got that. 1 large egg. There's the egg. And then a 1/3 cup of unsalted butter that is melted. Scoop out as much butter as possible. Alright, and then we mix. I didn't pull out my stand mixer because I wanted to use it for something else. And I didn't want to have to wash it all right away, so ta-da! A little hand mixer works fine. Alright, so I think we're pretty well mixed. So next it just goes into an 8x8 baking sheet. It says to grease it, so I went ahead and greased it with some Pam baking spray, since that's my favorite, other than parchment paper. So we're going to go ahead and dump this in. Now this goes into the oven for 22 to 25 minutes. Make sure my hair doesn't get in this. And the oven should be set at 400. Alright. Just turn it to me so I can get more. Alrighty. Looks good. It looks a little doughy. So hopefully we actually do get some sort of cake consistency. Cake usually is a little more runny than this, but we'll give it a shot. Alright. So voila. It's going to go in the oven for 22 to 25 minutes. So like always, I'm going to put it in at 22 minutes and then pull it out and make sure that it's good to go. And I apologize if you heard that. That was my dog drinking water. Alright friends, so we're back and the cornbread is done. It looks really, really good. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of cornbread, but I'm willing to try it. I really just made this so that I'd have 1 pound of cornbread to make the turkey stuffing casserole type thing. So, it's flaky like cornbread usually is. It's definitely very crumbly. I'm just going to have a small piece. Yeah, so it looks good. I'm going to use a fork because it's crumbly. Yeah, tastes just like what I remember when my parents used to make it all the time. I think that's why I don't really care for it that much, is growing up my parents made a lot of pinto beans and cornbread, being from Pennsylvania. Apparently that's something that northerners eat a lot of, I guess. Maybe that's a southern thing too, but either way, not a fan. But yeah, this is really good. This was a great little cornbread recipe. I think my husband will love it. So I'll have to cut him some pieces and make him something to eat with it.
Alright guys, so as usual, I definitely appreciate y'all tuning in each week and seeing my videos. I also appreciate when you guys have any comments for me. Definitely give me a like if you enjoyed this video. I'll try to leave the recipe down in the description. And also hit the subscription button if you haven't already. Share me with your friends and family. I would love to have y'all share my videos. So thanks so much, and until next time, I will see you again. Bye bye.